From drawing board to checkered flag in 1 year. Jim Clark whips the new Lotus Ford around Zandvoort in the '67 Dutch Grand Prix, breaking all lap records and giving first victory for the new car. In the previous summer, Ford decided to take their already strong involvement in motorsport right to the top and go for the 1967 Grand Prix season.
That's very compact, Keith. What power do you think it'll put out?
Well, I should hope we get over 400 from the start, anyhow.
400.
Should.
Sounds pretty good.
What will it weigh?
Ooh, I'm doubtful about weights. I should think about just under 400 pounds, anyhow. Might be lucky and get it down to 350.
Well,
What do you think, Colin?
well, I think it really is a tremendous opportunity.
This was a historic meeting, and one that was to change the course of events in the 1967 season. It took place as late as August 1966 at Ford's Design and Engineering Centre in Essex.
I think that's really great. I think that this is the first time we've been able to coordinate the build of an engine and a chassis together and design each one to suit the other. And with the sort of weight and simplicity and power that keeps coming up, I think we're going to have a fabulous motor car.
That's what impresses me, that the car and engine are together.
Really, it's going to be a development season, isn't it? Racing to see how it's working out. Do you think you could make Zandvoort?
Well, it depends how things go when we first build it. If we build it and it runs and doesn't fall apart, then we can make Zandvoort. If we have a lot of...
Colin Chapman, with his flair and experience of Formula One racing, and Keith Duckworth, acknowledged top engine designer, joined Ford directors round their conference table to get this new racing plan off the ground.
Some trouble all year.
You're pulling our leg, Keith.
No.
You always run right the first time out.
No, just because we've had a few examples of that happening doesn't mean to say it's going to happen next time.
I think the best way to sort the problems out is to get the engine in the car as soon as possible and run it. There's no substitute for getting going. There's no substitute for racing.
Well, so far as Ford's concerned, we're ready to go, aren't we, Harley?
We sure are.
Well, I'm all for it.
Spa, and second time out. Clark and Hill, front row on the grid. But for Graham, a jammed clutch leaves him nearly 2 minutes behind leader and teammate Clark. Spa-Francorchamps is a pictorial rural circuit in the Belgian Ardennes. It's also the fastest road circuit in Europe. Jim Clark achieved a record 150 miles per hour in practice, proving the engine's 400 brake horsepower. Gearbox trouble for Graham Hill, but the pace is still hot at the front, with Rindt, Stewart and Eamon after Clark's Lotus. Although fourth in the World Championship Series, this is only the second appearance of the new cars. Now, with Hill in trouble, all eyes turn to Jim Clark. But you can't guarantee the checkered flag in Grand Prix racing, and Clark develops a minor fault to let Dan Gurney into first place. The Eagle Westlake holds position for the rest of the race and crosses the line well ahead of Stewart, Amon and Clark.
General conditions in the bottom look very good, George.
Yes, I quite agree.
Very reasonable. How does that
I would
look
say
like
that was
then?
about 50 thou high.
Oh, that's fair enough. Let's have a look then at this boss at 16.063 and we'll have a look at this line of bosses here.
16.063.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, George, I think we've now got a reasonable block. I think all we have to do is put these 2 marks on here and then take it into the jig borer and start machining.
Duckworth's craftsmen poured all their skill into those first engines. At times they must have looked ahead to the performance of those complex pieces of precision engineering at full stretch on race day. French Grand Prix at Le Mans, the new Bugatti circuit, called by one leading driver a Mickey Mouse circuit. Hill shoots into the lead.